Hi, I'm Kelly Coffey, CEO of City National Bank. Our clients have big ambitions and we understand how to get them there. For this series, I wanted to sit down with business leaders from across a variety of industries to talk about how they're growing and transitioning during this time and some of the unique challenges that they're up against. Today, I'll be speaking with fashion maverick Scott Sternberg, the founder, CEO, and creative director of Entireworld, an LA-based apparel and accessories brand of sustainable basics. The City National Bank was founded by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. So it's one of the favorite things about leading City Nationals. I get to meet people like you who have this incredible entrepreneurial spirit. And so I thought we could start with your story. I mean, you went from being at CAA to what you're doing today. And how did that happen?
It was the late 90s. Digital media was taking over, or starting to take over Hollywood. And that got my brain going. But most of the time I spent there was with entrepreneurs. It was so clear being on the service side that I wanted to be on the other side.
Yeah.
And the more entrepreneurs I met and the more trajectories I was able to sort of track and follow, it just felt very natural to me. And that just took a couple of years of introspection and realizing it was what I'm passionate about, which is design, photography, film, and clothes. I had a business called Band of Outsiders before this, which was fully fashion industry.
But you had a vision, which is important.
Yeah.
You've said you were underfunded, over-leveraged.
Sure.
When you think about that in your business, what did you take away from that?
Ultimately, the vision of Band of Outsiders, maybe it could have been a big, huge global brand, but I don't think so. We tried to grow it up too fast. That's when it all started falling apart.
But it's a good lesson, and it's hard, right? Because it's like your baby. I mean, working with a lot of entrepreneurs and companies like that, you're trying to take in other people's advice, but then you ultimately have to go with your gut.
Yep.
But you do need some data and analytics around that.
And you know, at the time, data and analytics and fashion
it's
just not how it worked. Today, it's like, it's the opposite. It's
because you have all the data and it's all yours.
Real time, all ours.
Yep.
Super lucid. We reach out to all of our top customers all the time, and your customer is everything.
Everything.
They will tell you everything you need to know about where the next 12 months should go.
Let's talk about direct to consumer. It gives you great data, it gives you great communication, which I think is a significant shift in the fashion industry, but in ours. I mean, we're doing the same. We launched a new mobile app in the middle of this in June because we needed to get that to where our clients could do everything they needed to on it. And so you kind of have to meet your client where they are, how they want, as they want. Some want to go direct, some still want to come into a branch.
Sure.
You know, some want to do it themselves, some want to have somebody else do it for them. So one of the things, Scott, I think you've talked about is how fashion throws so many new things at you all the time, and how you actually started thinking about it more as a system.
What I was interested as a designer with Entireworld was not anti-fashion, but this system of dressing. If you're buying into this brand, how to build a wardrobe around that, and how to make those things, more importantly, covetable, emotional. These are drivers that bring our customer back to the site to see some of the new stuff, like a cute new shirt or sweater or whatever it might be.
It's like your base, and you're making it with a little twist.
A little bit of love, a little bit of emotion.
That's really good. I like that. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on today and how COVID has impacted your business. I mean, it's obviously a tragedy, and we're all trying our best to sort of manage through it. Talk about what it did in your business.
The first thing to confront was this is just the uncertainty, right? Market uncertainty. The consumer, their lives were uncertain. So where this immediate understanding of spending patterns are uncertain. We can't rely on our projections anymore. On the operational side of the business, look at all the costs immediately, literally day one, day zero. What can we alleviate?
Yeah.
Where can we save?
What can wait?
Where can we streamline? What can wait? Working on, at the time we were developing fall, what are our sure bets and what's not? Our hero item for 2 years has been this sweatsuit. And we've had seasons of selling history with this and developed the fabric ourselves. It's really become it became a trend. It became like a fashion trend, and we were really at the forefront of it. These are a platform through which we can really engage our customer right now. And the messaging was just a letter from me. That day, that email went out to about 30,000 subscribers, our most core customers. I mean, we had our biggest sales day we had ever had to date. And that month was year over year, like 660%. Like it increased. Like it was It was extraordinary.
One of the things we didn't talk about is sustainability. How hard is it to be able to do that and produce the quality that you're doing?
I won't bore you with the complexities of recycled cotton, but we actually use that across socks and sweaters. And we buy that in very large bulk amounts. We do that so we can make things in relatively small batches, increasing along the way. So in case we have a miss, it's not a big miss, essentially.
So what advice do you have for entrepreneurs when you're growing really quickly, rapidly through the pandemic, when you're thinking about innovation toward growth and you think about long term?
My advice is know how to listen to your gut, but then surround yourself with a diversity of perspectives and nearly torture them, asking them, poking them. And if everybody buys in from the beginning, the idea is going to be better, more focused, and you're going to have this whole team around you who just own it with you. This from day one has been a team affair, and it's more personally satisfying. It's definitely more sustainable and scalable.
I think that's great advice. Well, that's it, Scott. Thank you so much. It's been fantastic to have this conversation with you today.
Likewise.